Good morning, everyone. Wow, I'm live and in charge today. Hey, good morning. Happy Thursday. You guys ready for fall break? Take a break from the fall or whatever. Okay. Couple of announcements just so you are aware. We're on fall break, so it's starting tomorrow. The cafeteria is closed, so if some of you might be staying on campus, that's great. I just want you to be aware. Don't come here because there won't be anybody here. So guess you're eating fast food or ramen for the next 4 days. So just know that going in. So it's fall break, so we're closed from tomorrow till Monday, and we'll be back in action on Tuesday. We do have the well next Tuesday, so make sure you don't miss that. That's going to be a thing. We have also a film. The TESOL department's putting together a film next Tuesday. It actually is at the same time as the well. It's at 6 o'clock. So there's some flyers, but it's going to be a great film. We're partnering with TESOL and the Global Studies Department. So we are giving chapel credit for that film that the TESOL department's hosting. I wish I could give you a little bit more detail, but I don't know a lot about it, other than it's going to be a great thing. So you should go. Today we have Athletics Spotlight Chapel. This is a chance for our volleyball, soccer, and our cross-country teams to kind of get a little bit of the spotlight, hear from them, who they are, what they're about, and kind of get to know them a little bit better, and we're excited about that. Before we do that, though, I want to introduce just one more announcement, and I'm going to ask Dr. Karen Fancher. She's going to come and introduce our guest. Here we go.
Good morning, everybody. I'm really happy to introduce to you Michael Pucci and his wife, Adele. And they're here representing GoEd. And GoEd is a study abroad program that Multnomah partners with. If any of you have thought, I would love to spend a semester abroad, or if you haven't thought about it, we'd encourage you to think about it. We think it's one of the most transformational experiences that can take place. And as you're thinking about the world and your place in the world, and asking God to mold us, I think it's an integral part of a university education. So if you decide you want to do a semester abroad, Multnomah, you can transfer back Multnomah credit. Your Multnomah financial aid can go for it. So if you're interested, you can join us for lunch today in the cafeteria, and Michael and Adele will be here and can give you more information. But I want to let Michael tell you just a little bit more about GoEd, so welcome, Michael Pucci.
Good morning. So the program is a 16-week program with 5 weeks of courses, a 4-week practicum, and 5 weeks of courses. It is in hard places. It's in Rwanda. It's in northern Thailand. We're dealing with very difficult themes: human trafficking in the Thailand program, and post-genocide peace and reconciliation in Rwanda. And like, why would you do a study abroad? Isn't study abroad supposed to be like, go party in Spain? No, this is like, maybe God is calling me to cross-cultural ministry. Maybe God is actually nudging me to get out of my comfort zone and stretch me in unique ways. Maybe God wants to transform me so that I can be an agent of transformation in the world. And really, there's only one reason why you should go, and that's because God called you to go. So I'm going to do a little spoken word just to kind of echo maybe some of the Spirit's movement in your heart. If he's already been nudging you, we have to talk. So this is called I Gotta Go. I gotta go. No, seriously, I gotta go. It's like I've come of age and gauged the gears, the fears and doubts that used to paralyze, now make me realize I may just fossilize if I don't mobilize. Christ is calling me out, so I gotta go. No, seriously, I gotta go. I mean, what else is this endowment for? Make 4 talents out of 2, be true to faith, risk it all, even if I fall on my face, crawl on the floor. Christ won't fail me now, so I gotta go. No, seriously, I gotta go. I wasn't made to live life pre-wrapped, trapped in a tired old script the world wrote, quote lines I picked up, not written for me. This inauthenticity is killing me. Christ promises reality, and I don't mean TV. So I gotta go. I gotta go. Cross these boundaries of poverty, illusory lines that divide, make us hide from the needs of our neighbor brother. I discover who I am in solidarity with the other. And Christ is already there with the least of these. So I gotta go. No, seriously, I gotta go. I'm tired of talking. Walking out of my comfort zone may just jumpstart my soul. My whole cynical being wants to see the real thing. His kingdom come through kingdom living. Christ's love compels me, so I gotta go. No, seriously, I gotta go. Witnesses across the ages like pages from the story of grace, pace setters in the amazing race are watching, braced on the edge of their seats, beating their feet in the arena to time the rhythm and rhyme, all egging me on. And Christ finished the course, so I gotta go. And I dropped the mic right now, but I won't.
Thanks, Michael. That's awesome. Let me pray, and then we're going to get started. God, thank you so much for this morning that we've gotten to hear from Michael, just about hearing your voice and being obedient to that voice. Lord, I pray for our chapel this morning as we get to hear from our sports teams about how you've called them all here, and they listen to your voice to come to Multnomah, to be a student, but also to be an athlete. So, Lord, I'm thankful that they're here. I'm thankful for this morning that we get to hear from them. So, Lord, I pray for our time. I pray that you would be with us today in chapel. In your name, amen. So I'm going to invite our men's soccer team. So come on up, guys.
Morning, everybody. I'm Coach Joel Reemsma. Your head coach, Tom Stevens, he couldn't make it this morning, but he asked me to speak for him. And I just want to start off by introducing us. We're the soccer team. There's a few more of us that couldn't make it this morning, but we're from all over the place. So I'm just going to let everybody introduce themselves and tell you where they're from. So without further ado.
Hi, I'm Jacoby. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
I'm Isaiah, and I'm from Grants Pass, Oregon.
I'm Trent. I'm from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
I'm DJ, and I'm from Hawaii.
I'm Robbie, and I'm from Yuma, Arizona.
I'm Nick, and I'm from Louisiana.
I'm Manny. I'm from Las Vegas.
Jose from Hillsboro.
Alan from El Paso.
I'm Marcus. I'm also from Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Travis, I'm from Arizona.
Josh, I'm from Vancouver.
Edgar, I'm from Eugene. Fisher from Anchorage, Alaska.
Solo, I'm from here.
So one of the challenges, you probably know, but soccer is fairly new sport here. We're just, I think this is third year of putting scholarships out there and bringing in recruits. So, getting up to numbers is one of the challenges we have. And so we're bringing in, I think half our team this year was new, and I think that was pretty similar last year. And so welding guys together into a unit is part of the challenge, especially people from all over the place with different backgrounds. And one of the key recruiting tools for us are these guys. And the fact that they're such great guys, and so in preseason we get together and we sit around. Well, we did campfire this year, but we talk about our backgrounds, where we're coming from, what we're bringing. But when people come to visit this team, they're like, man, I want to go play for Multnomah because those guys are great. And that's really important, especially as you're building up towards from starting from scratch to building up towards being competitive in a very tough conference. But we want to move beyond just being competitive at soccer as well. We want to be good citizens and good citizens of the kingdom of Christ. And one of the things we like to do as a team, one of the things that we've been doing this year is meet in small groups, pray together, get to know each other, get into each other's lives, and really grow as a unit. And again, that's something that when people come to visit the team, we're going to have a bunch of guys come in next weekend and stay in the rooms with these guys. I haven't decided which yet, but get to know them and get to know what Multnomah is all about. That they're going to see that if they come here and they play for this team, not only are they going to be a part of a very strong, cohesive unit, but they're going to be a part of a community that wants to honor and serve Christ. To me, team is a little bit like church, where you have people united around a common goal and who are putting their own interests aside in pursuit of that goal. And so I'm really excited to be a part of this team and be with these guys as we compete together. And I want to have one new student. Actually, I think he's second semester, but I'll let Travis talk a little bit about his experience.
So my name's Travis. Like I said earlier, this is my second semester here at Multnomah. I came here in the spring. Academically, I'm a junior, but athletically, I'm a freshman. So I'm new with all these guys. So that's always a lot of fun hearing that the freshmen have to do stuff around with the team. But I came from the military, and that was a community where bonds were formed through sweat, blood, and tears, pretty much. And being able to be part of a team, I'm also able to experience that. And if you take a class with like Ray or Coy or Brad Harper or any one of those teachers, you'll probably bond over sweat, blood, and tears too, with those assignments. But one of the biggest things for me is being able to have that community, be able to find brothers and sisters here at Multnomah that are able to not only strengthen me, but also like kind of sharpen me and allow me, as I continue my walk with Christ, that I'm doing it on the field and then off the field, and being able to go out before games and not only pray for us, but pray for the other teams. You know, while we're in that huddle right before, we're praying for any injuries, people that have stuff going on with their family. But that's just a really good experience, and I know Multnomah is very good about that community aspect. We have the sports teams, we have all the other little groups. But for me, coming to Multnomah, being able to be part of another community was really great. So I'm able to experience that with the soccer team, I'm able to experience with the track team, but I'm also able to experience with the classes. So I thank them, and I thank all you guys.
Thanks, Travis. One of the things we really like to encourage you to do is just come sit with us at meals, come talk to us, ask us about the team, ask us where we're from, what's going on. You know, when you play fall sport, you show up a few weeks before school starts, before everybody else. So, you know, we're all used to kind of sitting together and eating together and all that kind of stuff. And we don't want to give off the impression that, you know, like, hey, this is a soccer table, back away slowly. Like, we want you guys to come and hang out with us, and we want to get to know you. I won't mention any names, but we had a great conversation earlier about how one of our guys was nerding out with some of you guys over comic books and other stuff. And like, that's the kind of thing we want, you know, like we want you to realize, like, we are more than just soccer players, and so we want to get to know you that way too. And your support means a lot to us. We love to see you out at the games. We have a home game this Friday, I think at 3. We play right now at Delta Park across town. It's over by 5, and anyway, it's about 20 minutes east of here. But we're looking forward to getting a field built in the next couple years, something like that. But right now, we play over there. We'd love to have you out. Again, your support means a lot to us. We're all just happy to be here. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to cross country. Okay, come on up, Corey. You guys can
Cross-country track people, too, please come up. Yeah. So you're going to see a lot of familiar faces that were just up here. My name is Corey Mell. I'm the new head coach here at Cross Country. I also coach indoor track and field in the winter and outdoor track and field in the spring, both men and women. So technically I have 6 sports that I coach throughout the entire year. So my year is really, really busy. I've been a volunteer assistant the past couple years and was just asked to move into this role this past year. So I'm really excited to work with this group and the other people that aren't here. But I'll give you guys a chance to hear from them and introduce themselves.
I'm Chance. I'm from Elma, Washington.
I'm Natasha, and I'm from Wenatchee, Washington.
I'm Sarah, and I'm from Scappoose, Oregon.
Hi again, I'm Robbie from Yuma, Arizona.
I'm Keegan. I'm from Gig Harbor, Washington.
I'm Ashley. I'm from Spokane, Washington.
I'm Daniel. I'm from Beaverton.
I'm Jess. I'm from Windsor, Colorado.
I'm Rachel. I'm from Boise, Idaho.
I'm Mariah. I moved from Budapest, Hungary.
Travis, still from Arizona as well.
And I'm Marcus again from Colorado.
Thanks, guys. Joel, your speech was amazing, so I'm going to echo a lot of things you just said. The big thing for us is community. One of the first things that we do in the cross-country season is when we got here, we went out to Seaside the day of the eclipse and had a 3-day camp. And we spent a lot of time getting to know one another. I had 2 tents, one for all the cross-country guys and one for all the cross-country ladies. And it was just immediate bonding time and be able to just share and learn about one another. And then we carry that over into the regular season during the fall and the spring. We have weekly meetings every Monday or Tuesday night where we don't just cover the logistics and the notes and just different things about our sport, but I assign everybody a week to talk. It's our devotional time, so 1 or 2 of these athletes each week get up and talk about really whatever they want. It's a devotional time where a lot of them just come up, tell their testimony, and we just learn intimately about how Jesus has impacted each and every one of us. And it really allows our team to get to know one another and come closer together as a group, which is a little bit different than some other team sports. For those of you who don't know, cross country, we run a lot. The ladies run 5K races 5 or 6 times a year, and the men run 5-mile races 5 or 6 times throughout the fall. And then we get in the track, there's like 30 different events that people do, from Marcus long jumping to Keegan does the steeplechase. Does anybody even know what the steeplechase is? It's a 2-mile race with hurdles and a water pit on the track. So there's lots of different unique things that we have to deal with, and it's a lot of fun to be with this group. Am I missing anything, guys? No. Okay. Yeah, that's really about it. We don't really have a home field or a home track yet. We practice down at Madison High School for track season, and then cross country, we don't have a home meet yet, but you see us running around campus all the time. I have an office in the athletics office now, so if you want to come and say hello, or I'm going to use this opportunity that if you are interested in running track and field, let me know, because I'd love to talk to you and add to the numbers up here. So if you're like, I think I can jump over a bar or I can throw a shot put, that would be cool. I'm interested in having that conversation with you. But yeah, I think that's it. Thanks, you guys. And no, Ashley and Jesse are going to speak on behalf of us here. Ashley, cross country, and Jesse more from the track side.
Hi, guys. I'm Ashley. Corey wanted me to talk about what brought me to Multnomah. And I kind of have a backstory. In high school, I got a pretty major injury where doctors told me I'd never be able to run again. And so I never thought I'd come to this small, weird school. So I came for a preview, and I fell in love with it. I hung out with amazing people. I got to see how the track team interacted with everyone. It was more of a family than a team, and I saw myself being able to grow from that injury with the team as well. And the program is not as strong right now, but in the next year we're going to be the top team in the conference for sure. And I can see it. And just from growing from that injury and everything, I really saw myself building with the team and making new friends and everything. So that's why I'm here.
Like Ashley said, we were just asked to come up here and just talk a little bit about why we're here and just kind of what we're excited for. So I knew I wanted to go to a Bible college. I just didn't really know where. I was researching some in Colorado, but they all just were, I don't know, I just didn't like them. Nothing seemed to fit me, and so I was like, maybe I just shouldn't go to college, but no, I came to college anyways because I found Multnomah, and they recruited me to come and be the first pole vaulter at this school, so that was so awesome, and I'm so excited just to come here and start that with them, and that's definitely the biggest thing that I'm excited for right now is just the whole team and learning to grow with each other and being able to support one another, and I'm so excited to start pole vaulting here with this team, so yeah.
Thanks, Ashley and Jesse. Appreciate that. You guys don't have to stand up here anymore. I want to introduce Jenna and the volleyball team to come up next.
All right. Well, my name's Jenna. I'm the head volleyball coach here. And
And this is a lot of our team. Some girls are studying for a big midterm that's about to happen this morning, but I'll let them introduce themselves to you.
Hi, I'm Kayla, and I'm from Spanaway, Washington.
I'm Sabrina, and I'm from Linwood, Washington.
I'm Reese, I'm from Ridgefield, Washington.
I'm Maddie, I'm from Kenmore, Washington.
I'm Maddie also, and I'm from Clayton, Washington.
I'm Hannah, I'm from Vancouver, Washington.
I'm Patty, I'm from Maui.
I'm Sydney, I'm from Talent, Oregon.
I'm Emma, I'm from Salem.
So it is a lot of the same of what Corey said and what Joel said. We are trying to build excellent programs because pursuing excellence is something that God calls us to do. These girls here and all the athletes that are here these are gifts that God has given them, and them coming here to use their gifts for volleyball is no different than someone coming here to, exercise and further their gifts in speaking to be pastor, or their gift in music to be worship leader. This is their worship, playing and pursuing excellence to worship God with their bodies. That is their worship. And so we talk a lot about that as a team, and we talk about loving each other, loving this community at Multnomah, loving the community that's around Multnomah, loving the teams that we play. And our goal is to be the team that's the most joyful, to show the joy of the Lord, that when teams play us, they see something different about this team. And I get emails all the time from coaches saying, wow, your team they really love it. They love each other. We're impressed with how they're playing. We're impressed with their character. The girls give little hostess kind of boxes to the teams that come play us with a note, a card. I think they write some verses on there and share a little bit of their heart in that card, and they give them Gatorades and granola bars. And I think it makes it's something small, but I think it makes a big impact. It's kind of unheard of for teams to be like, we're so glad that you're here to play us, especially when, right now we're getting beat a lot. And so for us to be beat and to be like, and here's some granola bars, thank you for coming. I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's something that is important to us to show our love for them and for each other. And it's not always going to be that way. And we've had games where we've given granola bars and then we've beaten the team and then they didn't want to take them. So it's important to us to show that we love it and our love for the Lord and for these teams. A verse that you guys all know that I wanted to share, that we've been talking about a lot with the team and for loving it, is 1 Corinthians 13, 6-8, and that is, love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. I think right now our girls are really learning that. Sport is not just playing volleyball or running track, or I don't know if not running track. Well, maybe you do run track. Okay, yeah. Or playing soccer, playing basketball. They learn life lessons about faith and love and hope and trust through these sports that they're playing. And so right now, they're learning to always trust and always hope and always persevere with each other, and to always trust and hope and persevere for the plans that God has for them and for the team. And that's hard when you're losing, like a lot of us are right now. But we all believe that that's not the way that God means for it to be here at Multnomah. We really believe that he wants us to be the best in the conference, all of these teams. And so we're pursuing excellence, and we're trying to still hope and trust and persevere like the Bible tells us to do. So with that being said, I want to introduce you again to Kayla, who has a couple words to share with you.
Yeah, I'll just give you guys a little snippet of my testimony of how I kind of came here and what Multnomah's done for me. I grew up in a household that was not Christian, so I didn't really know what Christianity was. And I had a lot of Christian friends in junior high and high school, and somewhere along that timeline, it kind of rubbed off on me, and I decided that I did believe in God, and I kind of wanted to pursue that. But I didn't have a Christian mentor to talk to or anyone to go to help me further my faith. So I kind of just went back to my old ways, and I got recruited to go play at a community college in Longview, Washington. And I played there for 2 years and ended up finding a new friend who kind of told me to go to FCA, and I didn't know what that was at the time. So I ended up kind of finding a new community for me there. And then for those of you that are transfer athletes, you kind of understand that if you want to keep playing your sport, you're kind of just grasping at straws for what school you want to go to. Whoever is going to take me, that's kind of the deciding factor of where you're going to play next year. And Multnomah was one of the schools that wanted me, and they were one of the closer schools at home that wanted me. So I scheduled a visit, and I came by, and I really, really loved the atmosphere and all the faculty that I'd met. And then I remember going, and I met Jenna, and I loved her, and I loved her coaching philosophy. And I kind of had it set in my heart that I think that I wanted to go here. And I remember on my ride home that day from the tour, my mom looked at me and she said, you know, Caleb, this is not just a Christian school like what your sister went to. This is a Bible school. Like, you're kind of going to be pushed into the deep end here. And I was like, you know, I think I can handle that. I think that's something that I really want. And I want to pursue that. And at this point, she didn't know that I had been really, really wanting this for a couple years now. And being here, Multnomah has given me so many things. I've learned how to talk to God. I've learned how to pray. I've made some lifelong relationships with people off the volleyball team as well. And I've learned how to study scripture. And most of all, I've learned how to like grow in my faith and learn how to love God. And I think that's something that I can, you know, build on. That's going to be going on forever the rest of my life. And I've just come to the conclusion that, like, I'm going to be here next year, but I won't have volleyball next year. And so I've just come to realize that my identity here at Multnomah is no longer just in volleyball. It is with the community here and with God.
Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, so I just would say, you know, on behalf of myself and the other coaches, that we're not just here to win games and compete. We are very much so here to build this community, be a part of the community at Multnomah, have our teams be a part of the surrounding community and have an impact there. And for them to learn things through the sport that are just lifelong lessons that are key to our Christian life and our faith walk. So, yeah, with that being said, Rich? I don't know. With that being said,
Let's hear it for the volleyball team. Stay here. I'm going to have the soccer players and the cross country, all of you, come on, up on stage. Come on. We're going to pray for you in a second. So cross country, soccer, volleyball, we just want you guys to come up on stage, kind of smush together here. I'm going to say two things today. Number one, you guys can come in the middle too, like, come like we're taking a picture kind of a thing. Let me say two things. Number one, we all come to Multnomah from different places in life. We all come to Multnomah. We've all come here. God has directed our path to here. And we all come at kind of different levels. Some of us, and I would say this would be true for these people and others that come to Multnomah, is that we come at maybe pretty new to the faith. Maybe just kind of getting their feet wet of what it means to be a believer in Jesus, as Kayla mentioned. Some of us come in here and having been all in and have been a believer for many years. But that's the beauty of God's kingdom, is that we all kind of come together from different places. And so what I love about our athletes that come here, they come here because they want to play. They want to use their passion. They want to do the thing that God's called them to do, to play a sport. I wish I could have played a sport in college. I'm not strong enough or tall enough to do that. But I wished I could have, because I love sports and I love how it challenges us. The second thing I would say is that, and I'm just going to kind of step on a couple toes, we need to do a better job of just loving each other, no matter where we're from. We just need to do a better job of getting to know people that, without judging their outward appearance or the sport they play, and sit with them at a table and ask them their story. We need to do a better job of just loving people better. And I think at Multnomah right now, we have a lot of great diversity. We have a lot of people from different backgrounds. I mean, just hearing the cities and towns where people come to Multnomah from, we're from all over, and we bring all of that with us, which is not baggage. It's beautiful messes that God gives us that we bring and we get to share together. And so I'm just going to encourage you to get to know these people. And you get to know these people in some ways. And let's build a beautiful community of love and acceptance and trust. Because that's what Multnomah is and has been and will be in the future. And so what I'm going to do right now is I just want to pray. So you guys can squeeze together somehow, like in a big circle, mosh pit kind of thing. And if you're a student leader or a faculty or a staff person, would you come up and just kind of lay hands on these people? So if you're a student leader or a faculty or a staff person, would you just come on up? Kind of just get around them. And I just want you guys to join. Would you guys stand with us? This will be the last thing we do today. As these men and women play sports and go out and engage other schools and other communities, God, we just really want to kind of pray for them and kind of commission them as kind of our ambassadors. And so let's pray, okay? God, thank you so much for these student athletes. God, I'm thankful that they're here. I'm thankful that they've made it to Multnomah somehow. Through an admissions counselor or a coach or a friend. But somehow, God, you've brought us all in the same spot. And so, Lord, I pray that you would bless these students that are not just going to class and studying and taking tests and finals, but they're going to hours of practice. And they're working hard and they're sweating so that they can play something to represent you in a passion that they have. And Lord, it is a lot to be an athlete. It's a lot of extra. So God, we pray for them. Bless them. Give them more time than they need. Help them to know that they're supported. And Lord, I just pray that as you send them in these different games and finish off the rest of the season, that you'll be with them. And that not only will you be with them, that we at Multnomah will be with them as well. God, I pray as a Multnomah community that we bless them and encourage them and support everything that they do. We are thankful that they're here, and we're proud to be Lions. In your name, amen. Thanks, guys. Can we give it up for our sports teams? Awesome. And with that, you are dismissed. Have a great Thursday and a great fall break.